Hi beautiful, welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a 5 looks 1 palette video with the beautiful Rose Quartz Palette by Huda Beauty. I'm in love with this palette. I'm so in love with the colors that this palette has in it. It has beautiful pigmented blendable matte, but what really gets me personally about this palette is the insane shimmer, glimmer, metallic duochrome shades that come in this palette. So in this video I'm going to be doing 5 different looks. I'm going to be using every single shade that comes in here, and I just want to be able to get you to get the most out of your Rose Quartz palette. I'm super excited to get into it. I want to say look number 1 looks a little bit dark because I had a little bit of a lighting issue, so yeah, just keep that in mind. It's just a little bit darker than the rest of the looks, but you can see everything I did as per usual, and I would love to know from 1 to 5 which look is your favorite. So before you leave this video, go down to the comment section and let me know 1 through 5 which one was your favorite look. With that said, let's go ahead and get started. Starting look number 1, I'm using the color Radiate as my transition color. My eyes are primed with the Rephr Beauty eyelid primer, and this is the Rephr number 16. I'm just back and forth blending that transition color all over the crease area. Switching over to my Rephr number 1, I grabbed the color Serenity, and I'm going to start darkening up the crease of my eye with it. A little bit more Serenity, and I'm just tapping and swiping and just intensifying everything. We're going to darken things even more, this time with the color Mantra. I'm still using my Rephr number 1 brush, and I'm tapping that color Mantra, which is I think the darkest color in this palette. I'm tapping it on the outer corner of my eye, and then starting with little circles around the area, I'm going to blend it into the rest of my shades right here on the crease of the eye. Switching over to the color Empowered, and this is my Rephr number 28 brush, and I'm going to tap that color from the center of the eyelid right here all the way to the outer corner. And this is the darkest shimmer in this palette, and it is so beautiful. It's not just like a really nice shiny purple, but look at the little specks of glitter that it has. It's beautiful. Cosmic Love on the same brush, and from the center of the eyelid and forward we are going to tap that shade, just patting it with my Rephr number 28 brush. And this is a beautiful metallic duochrome purple shade. It looks absolutely stunning. We're getting quite a little bit of fallout right here, but that's okay. That's why I'm doing my eyes first, because these are so freaking beautifully shimmery and it's kind of normal. Plus I'm not using my finger. I feel like if I were to be tapping it on with my finger I would get less fallout, but I like the precision that a brush gives me. Lastly, with the same brush and the color Moon Magic, I'm going to do the inner third, fourth of my eyelid right here, and making it blend with the previous color here. This is such a pretty look. I absolutely love it. I'm back, and I went ahead and finished up the rest of my makeup, and I also put the Fenty eyeliner in Perpetrator right on the waterline of my eye right there. To finish this look up, I'm grabbing the color Mantra on my Rephr number 3, and I'm going to smoke that color underneath my eye, around halfway underneath my eye, making sure it meets right here with the end, just back and forth. And then with the Rephr number 13 and the color Radiate, I'm going to finish it up all the way to the tear duct area and just smoke out my lower lash line, back and forth blending everything. Lastly, a little bit more Moon Magic right here on the inner corner of the eye. Okay, and just like that, here's the final first look with the Rose Quartz palette. I definitely wanted to do a really nice dark smoky look with this palette, and oh my god, I'm in love. Okay, here's look number 1. Just with mascara on, I'm using the Rephr Beauty mascara. I was going to do lashes, but I don't feel like doing lashes, so just mascara for look number 1. I really love a purple smoky eye with lots of shimmer, so I'm obsessed with this look right here. Let's move on to look number 2. To begin the second look, I'm going to use the color Cherished and I'm going to use it as my transition color all throughout the crease of my eye right here. We did a pretty dark look for look number 1, so for look number 2 I'm going to keep it pretty light. So I'm just adding that color crushed, outer corner, and all throughout the crease. With my Rephr number 1 I have the color Happiness, and I'm going to intensify the first half of the crease with it, just back and forth right here, using my Rephr number 1, and just back and forth blend that color, just like this. With the same brush I switched to the color Serenity, which is more of a purple shade rather than a pink, and I'm putting that one on the outer V of my eye and blending it into the crease using the Rephr number 1 brush. Okay, so here we have those colors blended together. I have the color Love Stone on a Rephr number 2 brush. This is that jelly shade. I grabbed a lot of it and I'm going to put it all over my eyelid. I wanted to do a look in which I used it, even though it's not like my favorite shade from the palette. I'm going to define it up here and just fill it in. And notice how I have hooded eyes, but I define it like where my eyeball ends up here. I don't stop where my eye crease is, because then this would just make my eye look smaller, and the point is for it to look bigger. So there we go. This, as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but it's pretty sticky. Okay, I grabbed the color Joy on a Rephr number 28, and I'm going to put it on the outer half of my eyelid here, blending it into that jelly shade and back. I really do not like that jelly shade at all. So if you want to use the jelly shade, I guess this could be a way in which you could use it, but I think I'm going to take it off and use something that I like better, because it just, you know, it's wet so it keeps moving and I don't like that. So I put it back the way things looked like before I applied the jelly shade. So I only have the 3 matte colors on my eye right now. I'm going to use the color Joy on the outer half of my eyelid the same way I did before. Just patting it on this outer half of the eyelid here. And then with the same number 28 brush, I grab the color Moon Magic. And that's the color I'm going to have on the inner half of my eyelid. See how this is much better and much easier to apply too. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, so this is the top of look number 2. I'm going to do some makeup around it and I'll be right back to finish it up. I'm back with some makeup on, and for the under eye, I'm going to grab the color Happiness on my Rephr number 13 brush, and I'm going to just blend it underneath the eye, back and forth. A little bit more Happiness down here, back and forth. And then with the same brush and the color Serenity, we're going to do the outer half of the under eye and make it meet right here at the end. For the inner corner, a little bit more Moon Magic. And with the Cute Ting eyeliner from Fenty, I went ahead and did the waterline of the eye. Okay, so this right here is look number 2 before mascara or lashes. Let me finish it up and I'll be right back to show you the final result. Here's the second look with mascara on. Let me go ahead and put on some lashes. I'm back with some lashes on, and this is the final second look with this beautiful Rose Quartz palette. This one is kind of like a pastel dream type of look, super pinky, purpley, girly, very soft, and I love the shimmer as well. Let's move on to the third look. Let's get started with look number 3, and this is my Rephr number 15 brush in the color Gratitude, and I'm going to blend that color on the crease of my eye. So I kind of stamped the color in place first, and now I'm going to back and forth blend that color on the crease. Make sure it diffuses nicely. I'm doing little circles around it here. And just blend, blend, blend. Once that color is blended with my Rephr number 1, I grab the color Aura, and I'm going to intensify the outer corner of the eye with it. This is just a little bit of a darker shade. And I'm putting it on the outer V of my eye, and I'm starting to blend it into my crease. And I also want to put that color Aura on the inner third of the eyelid here. Let's do a halo eye. Make it meet up here in the center. Back with my Rephr number 15, just making sure everything is blended nicely together. I really love these shades. It's like they look kind of brown, but they have this like beautiful rose warmth to them. So pretty. I have my Rephr number 28 and the color Quartz, and I'm going to use that shade right here in the center of the eye look. So I am tapping and swiping it in place. I like to define this upper edge right here of the shimmer and then just blend it down from there. And Quartz is a beautiful bronzy gold shade, so pretty. Now I'm back with my Rephr number 1 in the color Aura, and I'm just going to tap the edges of Quartz so that I know that it's blended nicely on both sides. By the way, if after seeing these looks you decide to go for the Rose Quartz palette, please use my link down in the description box to get yours, and you'll be supporting my channel. I have the color Self Love right here, and I'm going to tap it over the center of the eye just to add a little bit more of dimension and sparkle. Okay, this right here is the top of the third look. I'm going to do some face makeup and I'll be right back and we'll finish it up. Back with some makeup on, and I'm going to use the color Aura on my Rephr number 26 brush, and I'm going to blend it on the inner and the outer corners of my under eye. With the same brush and the color Quartz, I'm going to do the center of the under eye down here, just back and forth. And then a little bit of Self Love on top, just the way we did on the top eyelid. For the inner corner, I'm going to use the color Self Love right here. Still using my Rephr number 26 brush right there. And then with the color Gratitude on my Rephr number 14, I'm going to smoke it all out, back and forth. Okay, so here's look number 3. I'm going to use the Patrick Ta eyeliner in my waterline. This one is in the color Rich Brown. And I'm going to also tightline with it a little bit more Self Love in the center here with my finger. Okay, so here we have the third look before mascara or lashes. Let me be right back with some mascara and lashes on, and I'll show you the final look. Before I put some lashes on, this is look number 3 with just mascara on. I went ahead and put on some Ardell Wispies, and this right here is the final third look. I absolutely love this look. It's got this super beautiful rose gold vibe to it. Super stunning. Alrighty, so let's move on to look number 4. I'm starting look number 4 with the color Radiate and my Rephr number 15 brush. So I'm going to use the color Radiate as my transition shade, and I'm just kind of patting and swiping this color all throughout my crease. More Radiate and just tapping it all across the crease of my eye. Radiate looks very taupey on the pan, but when you actually put it on the skin, it actually has more of a pink undertone. So it's like a taupey pink shade. Super ideal for a transition color. I grabbed the color Precious on a smaller blending brush. This one is my Rephr number 1, and I am tapping it on the outer corner of my eyelid here and blending it into the crease. I have the color Blissful right here. This is my Rephr number 2 brush, and I'm going to pat that color all over my eyelid. Okay, so I added some more, and I'm just making sure to take it all across. And then I'm grabbing a little bit of the color Energize with the tip of my finger, and I'm going to just put it right here in the center of the eyelid. This is just a super extra metallic look. Back with a little bit more Precious back here, and just blending it into the shimmer. Alrighty, and this is just like a very simple extra shimmery look. Let me be right back with some makeup on and we'll finish it up. Back with some makeup on, and with my Rephr number 1 brush and the color Precious, I'm going to intensify my under eye area here. Just back and forth and make it meet right here at the end. And let me finish up the inner corner with a bit more of the color Blissful. I used my Bedroom Black eyeliner in the waterline right there. And I still have some mascara on, so this is the final look with mascara on. Let me be right back with some falsies on and I'll show you how that looks. Okay, back with some lashes on, and this right here is the final fourth look with this beautiful Huda Beauty palette. I'm in love. This look is like super sparkly and glamorous and beautiful, and you guys saw it was extremely simple to create. I literally layered 2 mattes and 2 shimmers, and this is the like beautiful result right here. So if you're a beginner and you don't like layering too many shades together, or if you're just like in a rush one day, this is a beautiful look. It has great intensity, great shimmer, great glamour, and it's extremely easy to get with this palette. Let's move on to the fifth and last look. Okay, I'm beginning look number 5 with the color Radiate, and I'm just going to use it as my transition shade. I'm patting and swiping that color across with my Rephr number 15 brush, just back and forth to build it up. And for every single look, I used my Rare Beauty eyeshadow primer. Okay, next I'm grabbing the color Serenity on my Rephr number 1, and I am going to start deepening up the outer corner of my eye with it. I'm just patting the color on the outer V first and start blending it into the transition color. These colors blend really easily into one another, so like that's done basically. And I'm also going to put Serenity on the inner corner of my eye because I really want to do another halo eye, this time with the purpley shades. I'm going to make it meet right here in the center. Beautiful. Okay, same brush and the color Mantra, and I'm going to start darkening up things even more. So again, I'm just tapping the color on the outer V and lightly blending it into the rest of the shades. And I'm going to use that same color on the inner corner of the eye as well, making it meet in the middle. A nice cool tone purpley moment, so beautiful. Okay, so here are all of my matte shades blended. Disregard the sprinkle of shimmer all around my face right now. I've done 4 looks back to back, and I've just been wiping them off with a wipe, so like it's normal that like some shimmer stayed behind. But also now let's go on with some shimmer. So I'm going to use the color Cosmic Love in the center of my eye right here, and I'm just tapping it on with my finger. Ooh, love that. So pretty. And then also with the tip of my finger, the color Moon Magic right over the center of the center right here. Just adding a little bit of an extra oomph to this eye look. Ah, so stunning. I love that. With a little bit more Mantra, I'm just going to make sure that the colors are not transitioning harshly into one another. So I'm tapping over the edges here with my Rephr number 1 brush. For my waterline, I'm going to use this Makeup Geek eyeliner that I just got. The color is Royal, and it is absolutely perfect for this look. This is my first time trying these eyeliners, and I'm super excited because I've heard great things. Let's put it right there on the waterline. Okay, that's the eyeliner down there. That is perfection, and I'm so glad I have a purple eyeliner for my waterline because my Perpetrator eyeliner from Fenty, which I've been using for over a year, is now expired, and so it's been really hard to get it to work on my waterline because it's not as soft anymore. So finally have a replacement for that, and I'm super excited about that. So anyways, this right here is the top of the 5th and final look. Let me do some face makeup and I'll be right back and we'll finish it up. Okay, back with some makeup around, and I'm going to use the color Mantra on my Rephr number 26 brush. And I'm going to start right underneath the outer corner of my under eye. And of course I'm going to make it meet right here with the top at the end. And I'm also going to put a little bit of that color right underneath my tear duct area. Back and forth right there. With my pinky finger, I'm going to put Cosmic Love in the center of the under eye right here. Just back and forth. Ooh, that is so pretty. Then with the color Radiate on my Rephr number 14, I'm going to smoke it all out. Back and forth. All the way back here. And then Moon Magic on the inner corner. Okay, so this is the 5th and final look. I have a little bit of mascara on. So I'm just going to put on some lashes and show you what that looks like. I am obsessed with this one. It's similar to look number 1, except I just did a halo eye instead. But I feel like this is my favorite type of colors that this palette comes with. The purples, the shimmer purples. Oh my god, they are so beautiful. I've had a ton of fun playing with every single shade in this palette though. Okay, I'm back with mascara on, and this right here is the fifth and final look with this beautiful Rose Quartz palette from Huda Beauty. I've honestly really loved every single look I've created with this palette, so it's going to be very hard to choose a favorite. And I'm wondering which one you guys are going to say was your favorite look. Okay, so that was it. That was all 5 looks with the beautiful Rose Quartz palette from Huda Beauty. I do have 2 other looks in my original review videos, so if you haven't seen those yet, I definitely recommend that you check them out. As for me, I really loved looks 1 and 5, and they are kind of similar. I do love halo eyes, so I'm gonna go with 5. Look number 5 was my favorite, but I also really did love the first one, and also the second one, and the third one, and the fourth one. I really did seriously like every single look with this palette. Let me know down in the comment section which one was your favorite, and after seeing my 5 looks, if you're going to purchase the palette, please do so using the link I'm leaving you down below. Everything else I'm wearing on my face is also linked down in the description box, so definitely check it out. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you back in the next video. Bye!